Armored Core 6 has completely restored my faith in FromSoftware. You see, after beating Elden Ring, I was extremely conflicted. On one hand, I could see that they had made their magnum opus, and Hidetaka Miyazaki had finally realized the closest thing he could create to his perfect game. But on the other hand, I no longer felt like it took me very long to get good. I started to understand the FromSoftware formula, and mastering the games became quicker and quicker each time. By the time I had beaten Elden Ring, I almost didn't feel compelled to even run back through it because I felt like I had seen everything before in all the other games. Now, of course, everything was bigger, more moves, more enemies, more bosses, more locations, bigger map, bigger everything, and that was great, but it felt like it was just an addition to the formula each time, and I was getting used to it, and I was getting good at it. But I had finally reached a plateau, and I was worried that maybe FromSoftware would stay in this perpetual state of making games that are always similar to Dark Souls. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Dark Souls as much as the next guy, but I always enjoyed the games where they stepped outside the box a little bit more, such as Bloodborne and Sekiro. I remember those games challenged me and made me learn a new way to play the game, and that was extremely exciting to me. The parry system in Bloodborne and the deflect system in Sekiro were amazing, and they were so fun to replay over and over and over again, but deep down, they still felt similar to Dark Souls. And that was becoming an issue because no matter how much they changed that formula, it still felt like Dark Souls. And after Armored Core 6 was first announced and showed off gameplay, there was a lot of speculation that the new entry would feel a lot more like a Souls game, and deep down that had me a little bit concerned. Well, I'm happy to report that it does not feel like Dark Souls at all, and I am extremely bad at the game. And guess what? I am over the moon because of it. Finally, FromSoftware has made a game that I cannot just pick up and get within the first couple hours. This game is extremely difficult for me. I have no clue how to play an Armored Core game, and I'm playing it wrong, but that is what I wanted again. I wanted a game to make me play it wrong. I wanted a game to test me and push me to my limits. This game is overwhelming in all the best ways, forcing me to experiment with different weapons and different builds, figuring out whether I need more speed or a heavier build with more AP, or quad legs so I could rain hell from above and keep an aerial supremacy. There's so many different builds, and it's so fun to experiment with each and every one of them. And it just goes to show that no matter the scope of the game, FromSoftware will always make a challenging, deep, and rewarding gaming experience every time they step up to the plate. Armored Core 6 has truly just reinvigorated my passion for FromSoftware games, and it makes me excited for their future. I hope that Armored Core 6 can show FromSoftware that the fans enjoy a unique, outside-the-box experience. And that doesn't mean that we don't want to be playing the future Dark Souls evolution, whether that be the Elden Ring DLC in the future, or Spellbound, or whatever their next Souls-like project may be. But what it does mean is that there's no limit to the unique experiences that FromSoftware can be making. And I hope we can keep enjoying more and more unique outside-the-box experiences like Armored Core 6. Praise the sub. See you in the next one.